BBC One, chilling visions of the past as Annette Bening stars in a psychological thriller containing graphic violence, strong language, some sexual content and scenes you may find disturbing. In Dreams. More chills to come here on BBC One. A house possessed by a restless spirit. Buried Secrets follows the Weatherview.
The creation of talking animals, a cruel experiment that went horribly wrong.
One wild boar terrine with caper chutney.
Released into the wild.
Who forgot my shoe tree?
With only their natural instincts.
Now we're in London, I want to launch myself into the music business.
How could they ever survive?
Excuse me, can you tell me what your guest ale is, please?
Brand new comedy with Steve Coogan, tomorrow from 9. BBC2, serious about comedy.
Is Finn's secret safe? So, how does it work? You've got one stoltious fat porky part on your conscience.
Who's going to tell him?
Cutting It, Tuesday at 9 on BBC One.
The Weatherview now on BBC One from Rob McKelvey.
Hello. Last night's focus was on developing storms in the breeding ground of such things, the Philippines. Well, we return there tonight. We go past the cloud-covered Bay of Bengal, most of Southeast Asia, and sight this thing here. That's not just a typhoon now. That is now a super typhoon. The definition given to storms whose winds exceed something of that order. It is still growing. It is, of course, a huge storm. And once it's gone through, it's being followed by little brother, if you like, which as yet isn't very big, but is likely to intensify. So the position of Storm 1 during Monday is off the coast or the eastern side of Luzon. Luzon will be lashed by it, and then it's heading up to curl in this general direction to be followed by little brother. Something we didn't quite spot, but is there, is this tropical storm spinning more or less off the coast of Thailand, or thereabouts. That's just about to go more or less out to sea in the next day or so. These aren't atypical, but to have a super typhoon this early in the season is an indication of how ferocious it could well be this year. Now, quite clearly our weather is in the opposite vein. It's very, very settled. Our pressure is high, not low. And the week ahead looks as though with pressure remaining relatively high, there'll be little rain because the cloud won't be deep enough. Warm sunshine will be there, but I think it'll become increasingly cloudy, and eventually it will cool down quite significantly for all of us. But for the immediate future, England and Wales, for the most part, stays relatively warm. The heat just bleeds away slowly. It doesn't really drop away dramatically until, I say, very much near the end of the week. For example, Thursday night, there might be a frost in Scotland. Up until that point, we have nothing to worry about. Now, the reason for this activity, or this change in the quiet weather, is really what's lying out to the west, which has never really left the Western Isles. It's a cold front, and it's doing what you'd expect a cold front to do, making things a bit colder. But because it's not very active, it's doing no more than increase the cloud. Any rain on it is likely to be on the western slopes of Highland Scotland. When it gets further south from that, it's virtually gone. It will cloud up northern England, I think, this coming afternoon, but it should allow the sun to come back out in Northern Ireland and a good part of Scotland. I think the sun in southern England is going to be a bit hit and miss, possibly rather more cloudy on Monday than was the case on Sunday, but temperatures don't really reflect that. It's still likely to be in the low 20s for most places. But a drop of 3 or 4 degrees reflects the colder nature of that air for Scotland, Northern England and Northern Ireland. Nevertheless, the horse racing meetings tomorrow, just coincidentally again, I suspect these people, are going to be in the warm and fairly sunny bit. And for the one of the playoffs tomorrow, Sunderland v Crystal Palace, 8 p.m, still seems likely to be fine and warm. On Tuesday, front 2 comes through. There'll be more rain, but the division north-south exists, with 24 still a possibility somewhere in southern England. And that, need I remind you, is still 75 Fahrenheit. Good night.
can't do this. Roger makes mistakes again and again.
If Hurley carries on the way he's going, she's going to be dead in the next 10 minutes.
Patients die. Max Beasley and Patrick Balladay in Bodies. New drama coming soon to Sundays on BBC3. So, you think you're in safe hands? Can't see bodies? To get it, you need BBC3. Find out how on bbc.co.uk/digital.
Not on the estate agent's description. Now on BBC1, a house with a terrible past and a restless spirit. Buried secrets.
Ah, there you are. Let me show you around. In here, you can learn how in here works. In here, in here. From how we perceive things to spotting a fake smile. Ah! Another homework emergency sorted. Aha! Right, let's have some fun. Keep up! In here, little kids can play and learn online. And you can hear your favorite radio shows any time of the week.
You're the closest thing to crazy.
Two of our brilliant Herefords gone for good.
All with just a click of your mouse. For a free leaflet on how to get online and how to get broadband, call 08700 100 678.
Through the night now on BBC1 with BBC News 24.
Hello again, good morning. It's been a really glorious weekend for many of us. We saw temperatures yesterday up as high as 24 Celsius in Devon at Saunton Sands, 75 Fahrenheit. Loads of sunshine at Lucas in Fife with 15 hours of sunshine here, but a different story across the far north of Scotland. Again, we squeezed 2 millimetres of rain. Not much, but significant in terms of the cloud as well. And we've got this weather front that's bringing some cloud across the northwest at the moment, and with it a little bit of rain too. And that is going to bring us a change in the weather through today. That weather front, as it drifts its way southwards, will weaken. The rain will die out along it, but will take some cloud southwards into northern England and North Wales, and behind it a cooler breeze beginning to blow for Scotland and Northern Ireland. So some particular changes across Scotland during today. It's probably going to start off rather cloudy. Some damp, drizzly weather, this time mostly, I think, across the west, particularly over the hills. As that just eases its way southwards, the rain eventually dies away, and brighter skies should return through the afternoon in particular, but some thicker cloud will keep a few showers across the far north of Scotland. 17, 18, maybe 19 degrees is a few degrees lower than we had yesterday, but in the sunshine and out of the breeze it shouldn't feel too bad. And we should see more sunshine developing across Northern Ireland as well. We'll start off rather cloudy, maybe 1 or 2 drops of rain too. That should clear away. Also sunshine pushing in through the afternoon. Again, 17 or 18 degrees is a little lower than it was yesterday. Similar sort of story for Northern England, perhaps, in terms of the temperatures at least. Probably going to start off rather sunny across many parts of Northern England, but the thicker cloud will tend to ease its way down from the north during the afternoon. Could just give us a spot or two of rain over Cumbria, perhaps, but more cloud around during the afternoon and temperatures of 18 or 19 degrees. Highest temperatures further south across southern parts of England and Wales, heading towards the Midlands southwards. Could see temperatures of 22 or 23. Some cloud, some sunshine, similar sort of story for Tuesday as well. May well see the cloud breaking up more across northern England on Tuesday this time. England and Wales, pretty good day on Tuesday. Temperatures of 23 or 24 at best. Cooler for Scotland and Northern Ireland. Here 15, 16 degrees, breeze blowing as well. And we're going to find another ribbon of cloud and rain. Now the rain may be a little heavier on Tuesday. The weather front responsible for it a little more active. But again, as it pushes southwards into the high pressure, the rain gets squeezed out of it, and this weather front, all it does really is introduces more in the way of cloud across southern parts of England and Wales. Now that'll have an effect on the temperatures. They won't be quite as high, 19 to 22. Sunshine should follow behind that. and then we pick up a few showers, mainly across the northwest of Scotland, blustery ones at that as well. 16 or 17 degrees across Scotland on Wednesday, not quite as high as that on Thursday. We'll see the cloud thickening. We'll see some heavier bursts of rain coming down from the north as well. 1 or 2 showers for Northern England and Northern Ireland, but it's fine across the south with temperatures of 18 or 19 degrees. And it's here we'll see the best of the temperatures over the next few days, where the winds are lighter, cooler, stronger winds blowing across northern Britain, and then by the end of the week we'll see that wind changing to a northerly breeze, and that's going to filter its way right the way across the country. So it will turn cooler, not just by day but by night as well. The big change by the end of the week could be a touch of frost across parts of Scotland. That's it for now. Here's a summary.
Come on, guys. Now that's what I call a final. That's a final, baby.
It don't need no Don. The FA Cup final. Match the United v Millwall. Saturday at 1 on BBC1 and Radio 5 Live. Great drama from the BBC.
That's showbiz, baby. That's showbiz. Oh, come on, guys.
A very good morning. This is News 24. I'm Jake Lynch.